Starting 94-hour row, this is the Talk of Central Queensland. Good morning, and joining me now from an airport somewhere is member for Morenni, Glen Kelly. G'day, Glenn. How are you, mate?
Hey, Crossy, how are you, mate? You'll have to excuse me on the noise a bit. The two ways are happening in the background, but that's how it rolls, okay?
I'll be honest with you, it's coming through crystal clear. The modern phone these days is brilliant for noise cancelling, so you're sounding great.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Mate, there's a few things I want to talk about today, one being Glencoe withdrawing.
So Cleanco.
Or Cleanco, sorry, Clean. I was thinking Glen because you're, that's my brain had a malfunction right there. Cleanco.
Cleanco, yeah, Cleanco. A Queensland government-owned corporation last Wednesday announced that they were withdrawing from their partnership on the Moa Creek wind farm. Now, their partnership with Central Queensland Power with the development phase of the project and had an option to buy it outright once all the approvals were done, but before construction. Now, I found out about this last Wednesday afternoon, and I found out third hand, which was a bit disappointing. But anyhow, so it doesn't mean that the project won't go ahead. It just means now that the developers, whether they were relying on Cleanco to move forward with this project, they'll have a plan B, no doubt. And it's a big shout out to the community out there around Callapa, Delma, Brisbane's area. I presented a petition that had 1,070 signatures calling on the government to withdraw all investment in Moa Creek Wind Farm, which I tabled in Parliament. And so, I mean, these communities, I do hear things, and I've seen something in the paper there last Saturday whereby the developers working along with the communities. Well, I can tell you right here and now, this project was never supported by the communities, maybe one or two people in those communities, but when you look at the majority who live there, young families, this project was never in the right place. They never had any say in it when it all started. And so, look, as it stands at the moment, it's up to the developers now to go and find someone else with construction. And if they're listening or not, it is what it is. But no, it's a bit of a win there for the communities. And I think well done to those guys.
Has there been any discussion? Because, I mean, obviously, I'm probably even, talking about the next point too. Has there been a discussion about, okay, this community doesn't want it, let's find a new spot, like trying to find, somewhere where it is? Because, I mean, infrastructure investment's always a good thing, and particularly for the regions. But has there been discussion about maybe not here, but what about over here?
Look, that's a good point. And, I've never said that I'm against it. Renewables doesn't work. I've never said that. There's a place for everything. It's the right place. And this project was put in an area of 150 homes and structures 1.5 to 5 kilometres from these homes. And, I mean, those people didn't have any say. And I think at the end of the day, it was what these developers were allowed to do with the previous government. And they've got a job to do too, okay? And but there was no consideration of where it was going. It was just about what they wanted and get out of the road because we can do whatever they want. And it's something that with the Christopher government now with wind, solar, and these BESS projects, community consultation is key. Social licensing is so important, and by all means, we're not stopping them, but we're just it's the right place.
Yeah.
So I think that is so important because when you have a city like Rockhampton and the potential of what Rockhampton's got, it's the beef capital of the world, the opportunities where people can live. And, I mean, once these industrial corridors like wind and solar come in, that just closes that all down. So Steel Power Station working away there, and it's so reliable when it comes to energy. And, we need all sorts of energy with the Queensland Energy Plan, and it's not only wind, solar, it's also gas and coal, and these are all things that we've got to keep looking at.
Yeah. You also want to touch on, you've got a town hall this Thursday.
Town Hall, yes, another one. So we're going up to Westwood and looking forward to that. That's tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m, Thursday afternoon, 4 p.m. at the Westwood Hall. And they've been pretty successful across the electorate over the last 12 months. It's getting out there and meeting the people. You know, they always talk about door knocking and letterbox drop-offs when you, as a member of Parliament, to meet and greet people. But I think face-to-face, one-on-one is so important, and these sort of opportunities allow the people of these small communities to come and have their say. And I mean, you know, if I'm not doing a good job, please tell me, let me know, and we'll work on that. But it's all about giving these people their say, and it's so important moving forward with the electorate of Morenni, because it diversifies into so many things. And one thing it does have in it is a lot of small communities, and we certainly are there to work for them as well as the cities. Morenni's all about, obviously, regional Queensland, and what's in there is so important to me.
And finally, you want to touch on the Caliper and the Stanwell fires over the weekend too?
Hey, yeah, look, that was amazing there last Sunday it was. So the Caliper Rural Fire Brigade area consists of about 13 kilometres of the Capricorn Highway. And around 11:30, 12 o'clock, it was unbelievable, but there was up to 15 spot fires in that 13 kilometres, and apparently, I'm not sure, but apparently it was to do with a trailer with a tire blowing out, and anyhow, within an hour we had all these fires going in there.
That's crazy.
And it was unbelievable how quick it all happened, and there's a big shout out to those brigades that come into our pack there, and you know, I've got to give it to the real fireys. They're so community minded. That's what they're about. And you know, giving up their Sunday to come and help us there was amazing. And to get it contained like they did, there was control burning after the event to tidy up a few things, which was really good. But you know, it just shows to show you that the green grass that's around, it might be green on top, but by gee whiz, there's a lot of trash underneath it, and that's what kept this thing going the other day with the wind and what have you. So, big shout out to the crews that helped out there at Caliper on Sunday, and well done to you all.
Yeah, great work. Glenn, I know you got a plane to catch. Thanks for that, mate. You take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you next week.
Righto, mate. Look after yourself. Thanks.
That is member for Morenni here on 994 RO.